Hi everyone, Simon with the podcast with the people. Today I'm going to be discussing Ndokwa waking up from their slumber through NC4GD. NC4GD means Ndokwa Community for Growth and Development. This community, a huge community in Delta State of Nigeria. They met and discussed how the oil and gas exploration in their land could compensate for all the degradation that is going around in Ndokwa land. According to the chairman of this subcommittee for oil and gas in Ndokwa land, Chief Osayudom, he said a lot of gas and oil deposits are in that land, and but this has not significantly impacted on the lives of the people. He also mentioned that the oil companies are not doing enough in the area of CSR, training, employment, and is done in other places where oil and gas are discovered. Unfortunately, this has happened in Ndokwa land for decades. And what people don't know is it's a shame that Ndokwa land houses the largest gas deposit in the entire West Africa put together. But today, what you see in Ndokwa land is an eyesore. Degradation, poverty, bad roads, lack of infrastructure, name it. Their means of livelihood, farms, water where they fish are all polluted, and no one, and maybe a few greedy ones may go through the back door and pick up a few change from these oil companies, and at the expense of the huge population of Ndokwa people, and they keep wallowing in penury and in poverty to this day. Enough, they say, is enough. What these people do not know that the construction activities stirs up dust, which reacts with the soil components and infiltrates the environment with poisonous compositions. These are bad for the environment of Ndokwa people, and they don't know. So many deaths have happened and without trace in the past and in present and still going on, and people don't know what is going on. All right, they just branded themselves host com of these companies, and these companies with their government cohorts, high-powered people in high places, share whatever booties they get without taking the communities they host these companies together with them and enabling them to have the benefits and, of course, enjoying whatever is coming from their soil to make up for all the degradations of their soil and waters. And again, the people there do not know that engines that is being used in these activities of oil companies and gas flares gasoline and other gaseous emissions through rigs and trucks works, which are poisonous and can dead blow into their health situations. The third here is the condensate tanks. The condensate tanks releases certain chemicals such as benzene, toluene, xylenes, which are very inimical to the human health and may be cancerous. These people don't know. The dehydrators, this is another one. The chemical compositions are volatile. Even if their organic components are released during regenerations, these are dangerous. The fugitive emissions, this is where gases leaks, especially from cracks and other illegal means, and releases dangerous chemicals. These pollutants may not be visible to the naked eyes and are very dangerous to human health. They also have what they call the PITs, PITS, and one of the worst pollutants are the vehicles being used for oil and gas operations. This produces dust. Fracking, as it is called, requires 1,400 truck trips, loss of carbon monoxides and sulfur dioxides, which are equally poisonous. When I hear experts from Ndokwa, Ndokwa has some of the one of the sharpest, some of the smartest people on earth from Nigeria. But unfortunately, these people are regarded as second class in their own land. They are never employed by these oil companies. They are never given faces by these oil companies. They are used in whatever way they want. And the one that actually touches me and touched me recently was the fact that some criminals from other lands who were told with facts being produced that some Indian fugitives have been in Ndokwa land for years now, exploring and using the lands and the people and never compensate for nothing. It's unfortunate. And the federal government of Nigeria covers up this. We're going to say enough is enough. These Indian fugitives, criminals in India, I would say, have been declared wanted even by the High Commission of India in Nigeria. And they're covering up for it. Whether they're covering up for it is not a problem. Our problem is whatever they're doing in Ndokwa land should impact positively on the lives and peoples of Ndokwa. This is what we're asking for. All right? Whatever we saying, the constituent of whether they staying there legally is the federal government's problem. Our problem is whatever they allow them to do in terms of oil exploration, they should make sure the people are carried along. The people of Ndokwa are brought on board. They enjoy the dividend of what is planted in their land. Of course, right now, their air, their water, their land for which they farm, these are peasant farmers, have been decimated. That oftentimes they don't do what they're supposed to do. How do you want them to survive? This is a huge question for the local authority, for the state authority, and for the federal authority, and for you, the oil companies and gas companies that are exploring right now in Ndokwa land, thinking you're getting away with all your criminalities. No. The Ndokwa people are saying enough of this nonsense. They're going to take back what belongs to them if you don't act now. A word, and they say it's enough for the wise. All right? My next podcast, gonna go more global, gonna go everywhere with the names of these people. We have the documentations, I'll tell you. I'm not boasting, it's the truth. We have every paper documentation that exposes all of you. We're gonna make it much more global so that the whole world will see what you're doing, the criminality you're performing to the people, these people who have been very, very patient waiting for the coconut to fall, according to Professor Kecha. All right? Enough of this nonsense. God bless all of you.